Good morning. Welcome to my Realistic Mom What I Eat in a Day. This is my normal meal routine for maintaining my weight. So if you have not checked out my weight loss story, I'll have that linked down below. And during that time of my life, I ate very differently. I definitely ate in a calorie deficit, whereas now I've built a good amount of muscle and I'm looking to maintain my weight. And I'll share more kind of throughout the day how I structure these meals because we are rushing out the door to get to preschool here in just a minute. But I will share kind of my breakfast and drinks that I do every single morning. Ellie's upstairs getting her shoes. We have about 10 minutes to go. So if you hear screaming in the background, that is her. So the first drink that I always start my day with is L-glutamine. This is actually an amino acid that helps your body break down food. So if you have gut problems and you're always feeling bloated, this is a great drink to do. You can do it on an empty stomach or anytime throughout the day. You can do it twice a day. I do it first thing in the morning on an empty stomach, and I have seen a huge improvement, just the way my body digests food. I just feel better. I can genuinely feel a difference on the days where I do drink L-glutamine and then on the days where I don't drink it. And then the other thing I do is greens. This one actually tastes pretty good. This one is from First Form. I've tried a couple different versions, and every other greens powder I've tried just tastes like I'm drinking a vegetable. And this one actually tastes like fruity. It's mixed berry flavor. So I do really like that. And then my breakfast that I showed is Greek yogurt with blueberries, and I do drizzle a little bit of agave on it because the Greek yogurt is unflavored, unsweetened. So the agave kind of helps balance it out a little bit. Again, I'll share more throughout the day, but about 3/4 cup of this Greek yogurt is 18 grams of protein. So really great protein source to start my day. I also need to make sure that I'm grabbing some kind of carb really quick. So we have about 5 minutes now. I probably am just gonna either grab a banana or a piece of toast or a frozen waffle. I'll grab one of those three things as we're out the door, but I'm gonna eat this Greek yogurt, and that is pretty much my morning breakfast. This is what I eat before I work out, and that's pretty much it. All right, it is lunchtime, and my go-to lunch has been and will be for a long time, tuna. I really have a hard time getting protein in. That has always been a challenge for me. I don't really like protein shakes. If I have them, I have to just force myself to drink it and just chug it. I don't really like chicken unless it's seasoned and prepared a certain way. I'm just not a big meat eater. So tuna is one of the few protein sources that I actually really enjoy. And that was a big thing for me in my nutrition journey, is finding foods that I really truly love and not feeling limited to chicken and veggies, or the foods that you feel like you're supposed to eat healthy. So what I'll do is each of these packs have 14 grams of protein. So I'll do two. So I'm getting 28 grams of protein, and then I'll either do half an avocado with it and make a little tuna salad with it, or I'll do 1 tablespoon of this Primal Kitchen avocado oil mayo, and 1 tablespoon is 12 grams of fat. And then sometimes I'll switch between doing some kind of cracker. Today, I cut up some cucumber, so I have a crunchy chip substitute to eat with my tuna salad. So that is what I'm having today. And I'll go ahead and show you the protein if I do come back from the gym and I need to get an extra 20 grams of protein in. Let me show you. Okay, so this is the protein. If I do have a protein shake after my workout or before, I do this brand. This is Ascent, and I like their lemon sorbet flavor is pretty good, and then chocolate and vanilla. So this is the vanilla bean. It really does taste like melted ice cream. So it's a really clean protein. The ingredients are really good. There's not much sugar, 25 grams of protein, 1 gram of fat, and 1 gram of sugar, which is really incredible for a protein powder. A lot of protein powders just have a lot of junk in them, and this is a really, really good brand. We get this at Costco, or you can buy it on Amazon. So if I need an extra 25 grams of protein, then I'll just do this really quick. But I try to get all of my protein in for the day with my snacks and meals. So that is what I'll do. So I'm gonna make my tuna salad, and then I'll check back in during snack time. Another thing I wanted to talk about is how I know how much food to eat each day. So if you have been following along, you know that I love and follow the Sadie Active app and her workout plan. Well, within her app, she actually has a macro calculator, and it tells you how many calories that you should be eating, how many grams of protein, carbs, and fat you should have every single day based on your height, your weight, and your activity level. So after I plugged all of that in, it's really easy. It's like one little calculator here. It says that I need to be having about 2,000 calories per day. Oh, and it asks you if you are, what your goal is. If you're trying to lose weight, if you're trying to build muscle, if you're trying to maintain and just lean out, which is my goal right now. So about 2,000 calories a day, 140 grams of protein, 199 grams of carbs, and 60 grams of fat. So that is kind of my target for the day. Obviously, I do not hit that every day. Some days I go over, some days I'm way under, but I was realizing that I was actually under eating. I was not giving my body enough fuel, which is why I would feel more burnout in my workouts quicker. And I just would wake up feeling tired, and sure, I was losing weight, but I wasn't giving my body enough fuel, and that's why I wasn't building muscle. So again, if you watched my weight loss journey video and my weight loss story, then I share a little bit more about that and go into a lot of depth with that, and how, yes, I was able to reach that weight loss goal, but I wasn't building muscle because I wasn't fueling my body with enough protein. So that is my number one goal. Even if I'm off with carbs and fat a little bit, I really try to hit my protein goal every day. So 140 grams of protein. It can be tough. I'm at about 48 grams of protein for the day so far. So I need to add in, I might go ahead and do a protein shake. So if I do, well, it was 28 plus 18 plus 25, that'll put me at 71 grams of protein, and then I still have a snack and dinner. So I think I'll be able to hit it. Again, I'm not like with a calculator every single day, but I feel like for the most part, I know once you get in a rhythm with it, I know what I'm eating and how much protein is in my normal meals. And these are very like realistic mom kind of day meals. I'm not spending hours in the kitchen meal prepping and cooking. I don't like cooking. I don't want to meal prep. And I don't enjoy it, and I don't really want to make time for it. So I just try to find meals that are really quick and easy, things that I can whip together, like the tuna salad, where if this wasn't a preschool day and I was also helping Ellie eat lunch and I was making her lunch, there's something really easy that I can whip together really fast and eat with her. And it's something that's really easy to just keep stocked in our pantry. That is how I kind of calculate out my macros. And I'll link one of my favorite Instagram accounts below. She's a macro coach. I've never actually purchased any kind of service with her. She does offer coaching, but just following the info that she posts on her account is super helpful. So if you're wanting to kind of dive into the world of following macros and counting macros, definitely check out her Instagram page. It's like a wealth of knowledge. And I just want to give another disclaimer. I am not following this to a T every single day. There are days where I'm really on top of it and days where I really fall short and I don't hit my macro goals at all, or I go way over. For the most part, I would say 5 out of 7 days, I follow it pretty good. And I would say I also follow the 80-20 rule of having 80% of what I'm eating is really good and fueling my body. I'm counting my macros, like it fits within my meal plan. And then the other 20% is just fun. Like we made pumpkin bread the other day and Ellie and I sat and had a piece of this pumpkin bread. That did not fit within my macro goals for the day, but I'm not gonna miss out on those really sweet moments with my daughter and not bake the pumpkin bread and sit down and eat with her. You know what I mean? Or if I decide that I am getting a little munchy while we're watching a movie at night, like I'll make some popcorn, I'll bake the cookies. Like I don't feel so locked in to counting macros that it totally rules my life. I can still reach my goals and maintain my weight, continue to build muscle, and still enjoy my favorite things. So that is my disclaimer for this whole counting macros thing. I'm here to show you that it doesn't have to be super complicated, and even a normal stay-at-home mom can make this fit within her day. So it is about 1 o'clock now. So I will probably have my snack right before I go pick up Ellie from school, and then I'll come home and start working on dinner. So I have 2 more things to show you, but I will check back in for snack time. And just for fun, I'm showing my husband's lunch. He's having ground beef and sweet potatoes. This is definitely a way of eating that we have partnered together in, and we both eat like this. We both prioritize protein and water and the right amount of carbs and fat. And anyway, so thought that would be helpful to share as well. Yet another lunch idea that's very simple, very easy. It is snack time, and I really try to prioritize protein even at snack time. So this is my typical afternoon snack lately, at least. I switch this up every now and then, but I pretty much stick with the same couple of items and just rotate them for a week or 2 until I get tired of it, and then I'll come up with some new things. So right now, this is the snack that I have been loving that is high in protein and low in carbs, because it's really easy for me to get carbs for the day. I have no problem with that. It's protein. So I'm doing 2 hard-boiled eggs and then some cottage cheese. So I almost make my own healthy egg salad, and it's actually really, really incredible. I just kind of tried it out one day. I didn't see a recipe for this. I just decided, I wonder what this would taste like if I put cottage cheese and made egg salad, and I loved it. So I have done the numbers here to give you an idea of the fat and protein that I'm getting here. So 2 hard-boiled eggs is about 12 grams of protein, but it's also 10 grams of fat. So hard-boiled eggs, or just eggs in general, can kind of sneak up on you with the fat source as well. So I make sure to factor that in. And then half a cup of cottage cheese is 14 grams of protein. So I'm getting 26 grams of protein total in this snack. So pretty good and very filling. It is 5 o'clock, so I'm gonna get started on dinner, and I'm doing something really easy tonight, which is why I'm starting dinner prep a little bit later. We're just gonna do a chicken sausage and veggie sheet pan, like pop it in the oven, and it'll probably take me 5 to 10 minutes to prep and then 20 minutes in the oven. So very minimal effort, very mom-friendly dinner. I didn't have to start prepping for dinner hours in advance or, early this afternoon. I will say I'm very full from breakfast, lunch, and the snack I had a couple hours ago. I feel stuffed right now, and the idea of eating dinner is like, oh, I'm just not hungry, but it's part of my macro plan, and I know my body needs a certain amount of carbs, fat, and protein every day. So sometimes I do have to make myself eat, even if I don't feel like it because I know that it's what my body needs. And I calculated out after dinner, including the protein shake that I added in, I'll be right at about 125 grams of protein for the day, which I'm still about 15 grams of protein short, which is crazy that after eating all of this food, I'm still short for the day. So again, this is a very realistic example of how sometimes I can't quite hit it. And you know, again, I could do a protein bar for dessert. I could do another protein shake, you know, if I really wanted to hit that goal, but I feel good about 125 grams of protein. If I'm still hungry after dinner somehow, maybe I get the munchies at like 9:30, I could do like an apple with peanut butter or something like that. So that might be a go-to if I'm, you know, hungry again later tonight. But that's kind of an update on my macros around 5 o'clock and what it'll look like after dinner. And I should have mentioned earlier too that I mapped all of this out yesterday. So I know the day before exactly what I'm gonna eat, exactly what my snacks are gonna be, exactly how many grams of protein and fat and carbs I'm getting at each meal. And again, I don't do this perfectly every day, but this is one thing that really helps me stay on track with maintaining my weight and building muscle, is knowing what I'm gonna eat and having a plan. Because if I don't have a plan, then I end up just completely falling apart with my food for the day. And I end up eating random things in the fridge and it's just a little bit of a disaster and I don't feel good and, you know, I don't feel my best. So when I take the time to map it out the night before, or, you know, even on Sundays, and then I know for that full week what I'm gonna be eating, then I feel like I'm set up for success and I feel good in my workouts, I sleep better, you know, all the things. So I am gonna start prepping dinner. It'll take me like 5 or 10 minutes, pop it in the oven, and we'll see if I'm hungry in the next 30, 45 minutes. All right, we have wrapped up dinner. My husband is upstairs starting on bedtime routine with my daughter. I'm gonna stay down and clean up dinner, do the dishes, but thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. I hope this was helpful, maybe gave you some fresh ideas on some different high protein meals that you can incorporate into your daily routine, especially as a mom or if you work full time and you just need quick and easy. I hope this was helpful. So thanks again, and let me know down below in the comments if you want to see another version of this. Obviously my meals kind of rotate week to week, so if you want to see maybe a part 2 or just a day 2, let me know down below in the comments. And if you are new to my channel, I would love for you to stick around and subscribe. Go ahead and give this video a thumbs up if it was helpful, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.